Recorded as
Hi everyone, I'm Megan Michelle, award-winning author of the Seal Saga series. I am here with my business bestie, other Megan, to talk to you about all things indie publishing.
Hey everyone. Welcome to In Our Indie Era. I'm Megan Medlock. I am your wealth embodiment and energy coach. And today we're talking about saturating market, which I don't know anything about, so we all get to learn together.
Yeah, I'm just throwing words at her this morning and watching her on the Zoom call, and she's got this old school, for anyone not watching the video part, her microphone is charging because we're very good at planning over here. And so she has this super cute like USB plug-in old school um like corded looking phone, um reminiscent of our childhoods back in the 80s and 90s.
Back in the 1900s.
Back in the 1900s, last century. So, it's adorable. I love it. Go to YouTube and watch the video because it's kind of hilarious. So, I was just about to start telling Megan about this cool thing that happened to me last weekend. I was at a book event at this local coffee shop by me in Virginia Beach with a whole bunch of my kind of local author friends. And so I've got all these books on my table, and it was a Sunday because it rained Saturday, so we switched from Saturday to Sunday. But it was just nonstop foot traffic all day, which was amazing. So I managed to sell 16 books that day, which is pretty great
Amazing.
for a local market. And but the thing that's kind of cool that happened was the number of people who stopped at my table and said, "Oh my God, I already have both of your books. When's the third one coming
Amazing.
out?" Or, "Oh my God, I love the first one. I'm just starting the second one. Oh, I met you at this bookstore or that event, and like I love seeing you again, and your books are great." And just there was probably at least 10 people that said something of that nature to me.
Yeah.
And also to another author friend standing beside me. They were like, "Oh my God, we love your book." And like, it's not just people coming up and saying that just to get out of buying something, because they were telling us like specifically what store, like what book signing they
Yeah.
bought it from. Like, "Oh, I met you at Novel Grounds last December," or, "Oh, I was at Second and Charles," or, "Oh, I was at Sojourn Fermentary in December and got the first one and bought the second one from you in February." Like, so it's like a verified purchase
That's really
too.
cool. But also
Yeah.
like now your distribution strategy has to shift.
Well, I told one of my friends and she was like, "You should make a Virginia Beach like special edition with bonus chapters and a new cover." And I was like, "LOL, how much money do I have?"
But also like, I mean, are there, because you've done like 1,000 copy orders before, right? Like for your special,
1,000 copy order?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for your
I
special
order a
edition.
1,000 copies at a time.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like a bookstore had ordered 1,000 copies for me, and I was like,
no,
we're not there quite yet.
no. Um, but like, I don't think there's 1,000 people in Virginia Beach or the Virginia Beach area that would like,
Want a special edition, Virginia Beach Deluxe Edition.
yeah, I don't even know. Like, I mean,
I think it's a
I
cute
mean, because
idea.
it is a cute idea, but you obviously haven't sold 1,000 copies in Virginia Beach, right? So like,
No,
yeah, but it is a
no.
cute idea. I mean, it could be something too that like, I don't know. I mean, what if you want to continue doing local events? Because like selling 16 books at a local event is still like
It's still a
that's a good
lot,
day. Yeah.
especially for a Sunday.
Yeah. So, I mean, what you could
A
do
really
is like,
cold Sunday in
mm,
May
yeah.
because it's Virginia and we don't understand weather here.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm in Ireland. It's weird. It's been
But
weird.
it's like always cold in Ireland. It's supposed to
No,
be hot here in
it's
May.
not always cold in Ireland, but it's been anyway, we won't get into Irish weather. It's four seasons in a day. I almost got blown off
Us
the
too.
promenade the other day because of the wind.
Yes, of
Um,
course.
but
Of
like
course.
I mean it begs the question of like, okay, like do you do like a chapter from, book three, like as a QR code drop. So like if they come up and they're like, I have book one and book two, like this is so exciting. You're like, here's like a business card with like you can download a chapter from book three, like it's coming, just to like whet their appetite, or are you just like, cool,
That's not a bad
what's gonna
idea.
happen now? Like, do you just have to continue buying tickets to go out of state to like expand your market?
That's well, I mean, that's the thing, right?
Mhm.
Is I'm standing there looking at my friend Brittany Engstrand, who wrote this great book, Ascension.
I
Um,
read that book. It was good.
you did read that book.
Hmm.
And I'm like, all right, hon, either we need to write faster or we need a new market.
Or
We keep
both.
running into the same people. Yeah, or both. Both is
Yeah.
also an option.
But like,
And, I know we talked about
yeah.
this on another episode of like, but when do I have time to write faster? Because I have a 9 to 5 job and like
Yeah.
branching out, like you just said, all right, cool, let's buy some more plane tickets, which is great,
Yeah.
more visibility, more growth, but also like, not gonna knock a 16 book
No,
day.
I would not get either. Like, I do also want to recognize, like, because you're like, oh my God, what do I do now? But let's take a moment to just be like, you have people in your local area, like 10 people, you said, coming up to you
Hmm.
at a Sunday event, which are historically slower, being like, cool, I read book one, it was amazing. I've either read book two or I'm in the process of reading book two. When does book three
Or
come
I
out?
at least have bought them and they're sitting on my TBR shelf,
Yeah, or that,
you know?
right? Like
Yeah.
they've already bought into the Seal Saga one way or
Hmm.
another. That's really cool.
It is. I'm like successful. It's weird. From where I was, a year ago, finally
Yeah,
getting those special editions in my hand,
yeah,
to people saying, "Oh, I already have both."
yeah. Now I'm
Super excited.
wondering, instead of like physically putting yourself in different places, like at what point do you decide, like, kind of cost benefit analysis, it's actually better to start, throwing money at online marketing via like the Bookstagrammer or like Book Talk, especially Book Talk, because like TikTok is such a discovery platform,
Yeah.
and try to like drum it up that way.
So that requires me to have a better grasp on social media as a concept, let alone social media as a tool,
Hmm.
which I think you of all people know I do
Oh, I'm
not.
aware, but I can imagine that people who are listening or watching this are thinking, who the fuck has, you know, $1,000 a weekend to fly to different states to sign books
Yeah.
when you're not
It's like per
necessarily
month. It's not every weekend,
okay, but like,
but still it's
but
a
I
lot.
know in your local area, like you have like you do table events
Hmm.
frequently, if not every weekend, like, 3 weekends a month or 2 weekends a month. Like, and the
Yeah.
weekends that you're not there, one of them you're at least out of state. Like,
Yeah.
this is how you spend your weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's a bit insane.
Hmm.
And so far this year, most of my events have at least almost been paying for themselves,
Hmm.
even with the increase in jet fuel price, right? We
Yeah.
won't get into that one, but I mean, like Houston, I almost broke even. Um,
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Hopkinsville, I nearly broke even. And like, if my back could tolerate staying in cheaper hotels and my slight paranoia of being a woman traveling alone could tolerate staying in cheaper hotels, and my, you know, celiac disease riddled body could tolerate eating fast food.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would be breaking even on these events, but there's just some things that like lifestyle wise, I can't.
Hmm.
Like there's not a lot of cheap gluten-free options.
Yeah.
Um,
And I don't think it's about that, right? Like if
no,
it, yeah.
but like, so I am losing, I'm doing a lot better at these out of state events than I had anticipated.
Yeah.
But like, because of those things, I'm still losing money on them
Hmm.
technically. So there are things that I could do. But yeah, I mean, other than writing the third book faster, because that's what people are waiting for, and that's delayed until
Hmm.
August 2027. I mean, I do need to find a different way of reaching other people. And I don't know, is TikTok the thing? Or like, I feel like every few months, what works is changing, BookBub ads or Amazon ads or
Yeah.
TikTok or and kind of I've talked to a lot of authors that the feeling is as soon as we figure it out, it changes.
Yeah. And that's like it is with every industry, to be
Yeah.
honest. Yeah. Because these platforms want you to spend money on ads, hands down. That's what they want you to spend money on. So like they're going to change things around and make it harder for discoverability. But I still think, at least from what I understand and what I've seen, that TikTok is still more of a discoverability place. Like it's easier to get like on non-followers' feeds. Whether or not they actually like subscribe to you or follow you or whatever is another
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. Because like I know a woman that I used to work with, she has her own um it's like motherhood oriented, like influencing.
Hmm.
And she's like got like I don't know, like 15,000 on Instagram, but she has like 3x that on like TikTok, maybe even more.
I have 50 followers on TikTok.
Okay. But TikTok's also like you gotta be posting like daily.
It's many times a week.
Hmm. But I'm
I
wondering
don't
too,
know.
like I'm not talking about like you posting, I'm talking about like
Other people posting about
yeah,
me.
like
Yeah.
plugging into like the book talk crowd, because a lot of the ones who actually have a following will pay like you pay them for the exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering if that would be an interesting way to like reach more people.
Maybe you know, so far I've been really at the point of like people are willing to promote it for free. Now these
Yeah,
people have smaller accounts.
yeah.
So there's definitely a cost benefit analysis because it's like getting it out there in front of more people is great, but followers don't equal sales.
No, they don't.
So, I mean, my most successful sales strategy has been in-person events.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
But you've got limited time and a
Yeah.
saturated market now.
Well, in
Yeah.
Virginia Beach, I'm going up
Yeah.
to Maryland next weekend,
Okay.
which is a different state, but only 4 hours away.
Yeah.
So nice.
Hmm.
But like I've been to one bookstore in Maryland one time.
Hmm.
So it should be good. It's a huge 2 day event, the Chesapeake Regional, what is it, Author and Artist Fair, as I look at my calendar, so I
Did
tell
you
you what
do
it's
that
called
last year?
correctly. I did not. I've never
Okay.
done this event.
Okay.
This is my first 2 day event.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
hoping to
fun.
sell all the books.
Yeah. All of them. You're
But
going to take every single one out of your storage unit.
and I mean, I'm gonna take like over 100 books with me, yeah,
Amazing. Yeah.
and hope for the best. Because my other like all day kind of regional, like I did the Stafford Book Fair last
Hmm.
fall. I did Suffolk, Virginia, like Author Fest, I think it was called, this year, and I've sold like 40 or 50 books at each of those in a day.
Hmm.
So if we, guess based on that
Yeah.
and optimistically say 50 books a day times 2 days is 100 books, I'm going to sell more of book one than book two.
Yeah.
So in my head, Insanity translates to 100 copies of Skylark and 50 copies of Born in Blood are going in my Forerunner and
Okay.
heading up to Maryland,
Yeah.
just in case.
Yeah.
Um, I'd rather have too much than too little.
Yeah, and we covered that in the last episode
Yeah.
that we recorded.
Yeah, but I've heard it's a huge event. So
That's amazing.
so that should be an unsaturated market, I
Yes.
hope.
Well, yeah, because I think you're also like Maryland kind of like I'm like, oh, US geography. Maryland attracts potentially people coming in from like the DC metro area. That's just like
Exactly,
population wise, it's
yeah.
just a much larger area.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty close to DC, I think.
Okay.
Well, Maryland is. I mean, like
Maryland is, but like where, yeah,
Bel Air, Maryland. I can Google that for you real quick and
it
let you
doesn't
know.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, I'm
Um,
curious now.
and this is where we get people from Bel Air, Maryland in our comments. Yeah.
Okay, it's like an hour outside of DC.
Hmm.
Oh no, 2 hours. 1 hour and 54 minutes. That 54 minutes was a much smaller text. Very sorry. Two
Okay.
hours outside of DC, but for like a huge book event, people might travel for that.
They might. Yeah. You never know. But
There's a lot of
Maryland's
art.
also a pretty populous area too. So
Yeah, it is. It's huge.
yeah.
So that should be good to try a new market.
Yeah. I love that.
Hmm.
Cool. So what
And
else
then
are you
it'll be,
thinking about then with your saturation?
well, I mean, I think it's cool that people already have my books, but also if I'm selling 16 books in a day, not everyone has them.
That's true. Yeah.
So, and most of my local events don't really cost that much to do. So the one last Sunday at Estrella Coffee in Virginia Beach, we paid, I think it was a $45 table fee,
Hmm.
and like 100% of that went to advertising for the book
Okay.
fair.
Yeah.
So that's what helps get a ton of people at the event. So I don't mind paying $45 for that. I
No.
easily made that back. Now if it's like a local event and they want like $150 for a table fee, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. Especially when a lot of them are free.
Yeah.
And that's like, I mean, there is kind of a trade-off of sometimes I'd rather pay the $30 to $50 table fee and have the event organizer do a ton of advertising for it.
Yeah.
But also sometimes it's just not entirely needed, depending on what the event is.
Yeah.
Like if you're already at a brewery or a wine bar or something where people are already going to be there
Yeah.
and they're going to be drinking and they're going to be spending money anyway.
Yeah. Might be a little bit
So,
easier to have organic traffic, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like also with a lot of the local events. So, I mean, there's a difference between doing a signing in a bookstore where you're splitting commission with the bookstore and standing outside with your own table, processing your own payments and getting 100% of that money in your
Yeah.
pocket. Now, if you have a publisher, you still have to pay them their cut of royalties, but that's the joy of being an indie author is you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So, when I sell a book for $30, that all goes into my bank account.
Yeah.
Whereas when I do a signing through a store and they're processing the transactions and we're splitting commission, which also means they're paying the sales tax on those transactions, then that's $18 a book
Yeah.
in my pocket. So it's all just a trade-off and things to consider. But I think for me, this is definitely a growth year, and the goal is get in front of new people
Hmm. Yeah.
since I am seeing this saturation in my local Virginia Beach, Norfolk area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And if you have the ability to do it, then like that's a great way to increase your reach.
yeah,
Yeah. Amazing. Do we have anything else to say on the subject?
I don't think so.
Okay,
That's my thoughts. That's what happened last weekend.
cool.
I'm excited.
So to recap then for our listeners slash watchers, at some point in your local book marketing efforts, you may reach close to saturation, or you might start seeing saturation where people have already read some of your books. And if you are a serial author, or you're writing a series, is serial author the right term for that?
Mhm.
Amazing. We all learn
I
things
think
every
so.
day. Um, if you're writing a series, then they may be reaching the end of what you've published. And so, in order to find new people, you may need to start branching out outside of your local area. And that could be a couple-hour drive, or it could be getting in a plane or flying to a new market completely. So,
Or it could be online ads
or it
and
could
TikTok.
potentially, exactly, or you could just decide to invest into online. And maybe you understand social media a little bit more and know
Than
how to
me.
tap into that art and tap into that market or work with the
If
influencers.
anyone knows, can you help me? Can you explain
We
TikTok?
will have our friend Jacqueline on a future episode, and she is Bookstagram. So we'll have her talk
Yes.
about the whole, from the Bookstagram point of view, like about all of that stuff. But that is on a future episode for sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exciting things to come. All
amazing.
right.
Well, thank you
Yes.
everyone for tuning in, and we will see you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.